Hello guys, it's PhD Fanboy 16 here. And today what I want to talk about, and it's kind of an older thing, but I want to talk about the copyright shit that's going to be coming up sometime next year. And my opinions of it. Now, I've been on YouTube since 2008, somewhere around that time. And I have seen YouTube change over the years, and I haven't approved of a lot of the changes that Google has been making, as you know, after they bought YouTube up and other changes came up. I really haven't approved of really any of them. I have always had the opinion that the changes were not needed and did not really benefit anybody to any real extent. The people that did benefit were few and far between, and they were never really the majority. And to me, you make a change to benefit the majority, not the two people that it would benefit. And to me, it's like 100 people in a room, and the speaker was saying that 5 people in the room are gonna get some prize, and then the other 95 are just gonna be kind of like watching the 5 people get the prize and being left out and being like, well, what the fuck? Why do they get shit and I don't? You know, that's how I see Google and its changes. It benefits just a few people, and the vast majority of the people on YouTube that use it every day do not in any way benefit from the changes. And these content ID, the problem is that YouTube is automated. It's robotic. There's no soul to YouTube. If shit hits the fan and you need it to get fixed, there's no living, breathing, blood pumping human being on the other side. It's just a robot that's just automated. It's soulless. It has no emotion. There's nothing there. It's just zeros and ones, and that's the problem. Google, to me, is a faceless company, and YouTube pretty much is a faceless company. There's really nobody you can really place a face on why YouTube sucks. Now, YouTube itself does not suck. The changes on YouTube, that's what makes it suck. When I joined YouTube, when I was like, I don't know, like 15, however long ago that was, in 2008, hold on. About 5 years. So I was almost 22, so 20, 19, 18. I was about, I was still a teenager. And so I was like 15 or so when I joined YouTube. And I enjoy YouTube, I do. For me, YouTube, the thing that made YouTube great was the variety, the diversity, the freedom of expression that, you had on YouTube. You could find cat videos, you could find trailers to movies you could find. And to me, the thing that I hate is this is really going to target the people who illegally upload music, illegally upload movies. And because of that, because of the few people that did these stupid things, everybody is going to suffer because of what 5 or 10 people did on YouTube, and now millions of people are going to suffer. And I do not approve of that mentality. It needs to be fair, and punishing everybody for one person or 5 people is not fair. Now, movies, copyright that shit up the ass. Music, copyright that shit up the ass. But a video game, the difference between a movie and a video game is this. One, it is always going to be a completely new experience. It does not matter if the person is playing Killzone 3, Little Big Planet 2, or Metal Gear Solid 4. The experience from player to player is different. If you have 2 tabs that are playing the exact same game on the exact same level, the person on tab 1 is going to do something completely different than player 2 would be doing in tab 2. And that is what makes video games, in my opinion, not really capable of being copyrighted, because while the content itself is featuring content made by someone else, the content itself, the video you're watching, was made by the person that posted it. The commentary is theirs, the gameplay is theirs. The only thing that isn't theirs is the game, but they bought the game. That game is their property as much as it is the person that made the game. You can't really copyright a video game, you can't really copyright an LP, because the content is only half yours. The other half is to the player, And while I'm okay with a percentage of the money going to the people who made the game, even that, I feel, is kind of going a little out there in terms of legal action. Because, as a game company, you're making millions of dollars, billions of dollars on these games. You really don't need that extra $100. If all of a sudden, you didn't get that percentage from the videos on YouTube, you'd still be okay. You'd still be far away from being in any danger financially at all. If all the money from all those videos just disappeared, you didn't get them. The sales of games that you're selling alone would keep you afloat, and the merchandise from those games, the t-shirts, the fan merchandise, or whatever it is that you're selling, that alone will keep you afloat. You don't need fucking John, DW, I don't know, fucking Jeff, or Alex, or Amy's fucking money from the content that they produced. You don't need that $100, that $50, or that $30. You don't. You make enough money as it is. All this crap is theft. That's all it is. It's theft. It's stealing people's money. And I understand that you made the content and you have a right to the content, but at the same time, you're not the one with the controller in hand. You're not the one putting 50, 60 minutes of your day into getting this gameplay. You're not spending hours on end making sure that everything is just right and that you're cutting parts that are kind of, dull and boring and kind of waste time because no one's really going to want to watch 10 seconds of you running back to your horse, or whatever. No one wants to watch 6 seconds of you just looking around and enjoying it, and it's just dead space. Nothing's been said in those 6 seconds. You could cut that out. You don't really need that. You could, come out of that dungeon and then just cut to you getting on the horse. And that'd be fine. People might ask why was there a sudden cut, but if nothing is worthwhile to watch, you should just cut it. And you're not the one doing that. It's the person that made the video. Okay, it's their time they put in, and it's theirs. They paid the $60 for the game. They put the time in, not only to get the gameplay itself, but then to edit it and then post it. Okay? So, a 20-minute video might take close to 3.5 hours to post because of all that work you have to put in after getting the gameplay. You have to get the gameplay, you have to do the commentary, you have to do some editing, then you have to fucking post it and all that. And that takes probably between 2 hours to an entire afternoon, depending on how long the video is. And you don't have to worry about that. All you're doing is saying, alright, that's our game, that's our music that was playing for 3 seconds because you were taking a sip of soda, and because you were taking a sip of soda for 3 freaking seconds, fucking Britney Spears song that your little sister was playing in the background is now clearly hard in the video, and because Britney Spears' song was clearly hard, copyright. No, okay, no. That's not even remotely fair. Okay? At all. That's not fair at all. But people are gonna have to deal with this shit because of these stupid, idiotic decisions that Google has made. And it's only Google is doing this because, the music companies and the movie companies and all these other companies are saying, hey, we don't like that people are using this website that was designed to post videos on. We don't like that people are posting a video on a video site, and we want you to basically stop that. The thing that made YouTube successful was that you could post stuff and you could express an opinion, and for the most part, it was basically, you had something to post, you posted it, and really the only thing you couldn't post was nudity and anything like that. But I've been on YouTube, and I've seen religious people, I have seen racist people who are pro-white, pro-black, Nazis, pro-Nazi views. I've seen skinheads, I've seen black people who hate whites. I've seen people who fly the Confederate flag and are true patriots, and I've seen, I've even watched former soldiers from the military who fly the American flag and are like saying that America is not free anymore and all that. But that's what made YouTube great. And what Google is doing is it's going to, in essence, sterilize the site. Basically, let me use an historic example. Google is basically pulling a Holocaust on YouTube. And I apologize to all the Jews and the people who may still be alive that, experienced the Holocaust. But that's what Google is essentially doing. It's pulling a Holocaust on YouTube. It's, in essence, killing a huge quantity of what YouTube is. Now, if you make videos about makeup, you'll be fine. I'm almost sure that if you're a woman and you're making makeup tutorials, you'll be fine. Because what are the fucking makeup companies gonna do? Are they gonna go to Google and say, hey, that woman over there is promoting our makeup line, copyright that shit? This is free advertisement. Okay, when someone plays a game like Minecraft or Little Big Planet or Metal Gear Solid or any freaking game, it is an advertisement to that game. If you play Metal Gear Solid 2, that is not only an ad for Metal Gear Solid 2, it is an ad for the Metal Gear Solid franchise. And it is an ad to the people who made that series. It's an ad, and you don't have to even pay for it. We gamers are voluntarily, willingly, and knowingly posting what would amount to as an ad. That's what essentially an LP is. Is basically an ad to a game that may or may not get you a sell. And by punishing the people like us who put so much time and effort into our games is, in my opinion, a very big and foolish mistake. And it's killing what YouTube is. The second YouTube loses the ability to post content is the day it's going to die. And about a day or two ago, I found out that I believe it's called Classic Game Room is leaving YouTube. He's decided that fuck this site. It's not worth the time and effort that to post. So I'm just going to use my site, my own personal site, to basically do the reviews. So this very, very successful YouTuber has left YouTube because YouTube is no longer worth his time and effort to post the content that previously he would have been able to post. And this is not just going to be a one-time deal. I have heard many LPs are thinking of quitting because YouTube is no longer worth the time and effort to do so. And if I knew a website that I could possibly go to that would be just as good, and would allow me to do what I want, I'd be jumping ship now. I'd be leaving YouTube right now. But I don't know of a site that would allow me to post content, video games, and because of that, I stay on YouTube. But I assure you, make no mistake, that if I knew of a website, I'd be gone now. I would have been packing my bags, and I would be saying, this is for sale. You can have it. I don't want it anymore. I'd be packing my shit up, and I'd be moving someplace else. And I wish, I do. I wish that the person that made the site demands that they get the site back. I want the site to be put back to its owner, its rightful owner, and Google needs to frickin' get out of fucking YouTube. You can mess with whatever else you want to fuck with, but leave YouTube alone. Okay? YouTube is and should always be accessible to people. And you're basically doing this. That's all you're doing. You're killing the site. You're suffocating it. You're choking it to death. And you need to stop. Okay? You need to stop. Because I don't understand. I don't understand why the fuck you feel it's necessary to punish everybody. I fail to understand why millions upon millions of people will have to suffer because you people have no backbone. Okay? This is a suit pressuring a suit, and one of the suits is basically bowing to the other suit. Because of that, everybody suffers. Everybody, which is a huge quantity of people on YouTube that play video games, do reviews, and all that shit, are now in a firing squad, and they have guns aimed at them, and they're just tied to a post, and they're just waiting. They're waiting for Google to pull their triggers and to fire their shots. When I joined YouTube in 2008, 2009, for the most part, it was still good. You wanted to post something, you posted it, And there was an asshole that posted an entire movie, then they got punished, and rightly so. They shouldn't have been known that. But when people like me who do gameplay videos, who put a lot of time and effort into them, getting them recorded and all that, and getting them posted, and that takes some time. The thing that I hate is that what I would want to post, the shit that I would want people to be able to enjoy, Google wants to basically stop. Now, I don't get a lot of people on my site, on my videos. I don't. And I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. But the few people that do watch my content are pretty much not going to be able to, because you have made a stupid fucking decision that nobody wants and nobody needs. YouTube has done perfectly fine for the past 6, 7, or 8 years it's been around. So, I'm going to tell you this. Stop fucking with the site. Nobody wants you to fuck with the site. Nobody wants this stupid copyright shit that's gonna be coming up next year. Nobody wants it. Nobody fucking needs it. You better fucking leave us alone. Okay? I don't give two shits if the suits are upset. I don't care. Okay? You, as a company, need to understand a very important rule that is in business. And it is this. The customer is always right. If you fuck with the customer, if you fuck with the consumer will not do business with you. And I know what you did, Google. I know what you're doing. What you're doing is when a company is becoming competitive, what you do is you buy them out. Because the second they become competitive and you realize that, hey, I got a competition here, I'm just gonna buy out the problem, and I'm gonna stop the problem because now it's mine. And if I want to, I can close them down. That's what you're doing. You're buying out the competition because you know that if you have competition, if there is someone that can challenge you, you will lose. Because they're going to basically do everything you're not doing. And everyone will find this to be a much better alternative than what you're doing. And the second something like that comes, and they do not, they refuse to be bought. And I do hope that a company becomes competitive, and when you go knocking on that damn door and be like, here's $16 million, here's $50 million, here's $150 million, let us have your site. I would love to find in a news article somewhere saying Google attempted to buy so-and-so, and they'd be like, no, I'm not going to sell my company so you can fuck it up. I want to see that. I want to see Google come knocking on someone's door and this is their response. That's what I want to fucking see. I want someone to do this to Google. When they come knocking on your damn door and you become competitive and they're trying to buy you out, just do this. Just do this. No, do this. And just be like, this is my answer to you, Google. This is my answer to you. Because the second someone is competitive and they refuse to be bought out, then Google is going to realize that, oh shit, I fucked up. That's what Google needs. It needs a competitor. It needs someone that would challenge them. Because unless they have someone to fight against, Google is just going to make these stupid fucking decisions no one wants and nobody needs. I'm basically repeating myself, so basically, peace the fuck out and enjoy it. YouTube for however long the site lasts until people decide to fuck it, leave. Which I think is pretty fucking soon. Peace.